Okay, so here's the situation at the end of turn 9, and well, I think the visuals speak for themselves. Red has captured the bulk of the Don and Kuban region. It was an amazing coup out around here. Whites began the turn with numerical superiority in this area, and they were determined to drive north. They focused their kind of short-term objectives on Tsaritsyn, Mugalinskaya, and Voronezh. So they formed 3 big forces, 1, 2, 3, and they began to drive north, one along this railroad, one towards Mugalinska, and one out towards Tsaritsyn. And as I said, outnumbering the red forces, attacking, and just wearing down these reds. Now, red rushed in Budyeni and this elite army and some good elite corps into this Voronezh area. Trotsky in the centre was basically forced to retreat. You can see he's backed up way up here to Poverino. But on the right, Stalin held Tsaritsyn for as long as he could. He thought about withdrawing, but Tsaritsyn provides that +2 defence modifier, and he can be supplied sort of out this way through Astrakhan. So he thought he'd hold on for as long as he could. Now, heading into the final card play, Budyeni certainly had his force here. Trotsky had retreated, but Stalin was still out here on the right in Tsaritsyn. Now he had 2 reduced strength armies, and all the whites had to do was basically eliminate those armies. They'd be able to move into Saratov, they'd be able to sweep around the right of Trotsky, they would threaten the rear. If I can just pan around, you can see there's only a corps here in Saratov, and the Reds in Kazan are pretty weak as well. They're reduced and being threatened by those Siberian armies out there. There's a strong Siberian force here, strength 5, 2 spaces away from Samara. So the whites thought capturing Tsaritsyn would really threaten this whole red position in the central, east, Don regions. So on their final card play, they launched an attack on Tsaritsyn under Krasnov. Now, unfortunately for the whites, Stalin rolled a 6 on his defence roll and caused some very heavy casualties amongst those whites. Now, Stalin suffered heavily himself, and he was reduced. Those 2 reduced strength armies were reduced, and Stalin was left with just 2 corps. Krasnov, however, was down to just 1 corps, and so Stalin decided, and this is Stalin, he's only got he was a level 2 leader, very weak. He decided to counterattack, needing 1 or 2 to succeed. He rolled a 1, and in the ensuing sort of corps battle, he defeated and eliminated Krasnov's corps. That was the end of the white activation, and in the final card play of the turn, red activated just a 3-op card to sweep out of Tsaritsyn and into unoccupied this place out here, Ekaterinodar and Rostov. This whole area had been vacated by the whites as they pushed north, and they'd left their rear pretty much undefended because they had such numerical superiority, because they were driving so fast north, because they were determined to kind of crush red resistance in the area. They'd brought up all their corps to help kind of bolster their armies. And when that failed, Stalin just swept through the area, captured Rostov, captured this place, captured the supply centre here, isolated the whites in Mugalinskaya and eliminated them. Denikin was with them, so he also fell out of supply. A lot of these white forces were also their elite, unrebuildable armies, like these guys. Oops. With the red dot in the corner, and some of their elite corps who, again, helped bolster their strength in that area, and now they're all gone. So the whites, the southern whites now are basically reduced to Maimevsky. Wrangel is up here, and he has again, a non-rebuildable 3-strength army and a reduced 2-strength corps. That's where they are at the end of this turn. Now, I haven't done rebuilds, replacements yet. Whites do have some replacements. Red have some replacements. White still holds Sevastopol way down in the bottom corner down here. But it's kind of isolated. I will say Reds don't have a lot of armies in the area. There is Budjeni here. They are also reduced, non-rebuildable elite corps. Trotsky's a long way away. As I said, he had to retreat. So Reds really have exhausted themselves. But this nets the Reds their 5th victory point city. There's 1, 2, 3, and there's 2 out in the east. Out here, which is 5 for them, which is enough for them to now start rolling for automatic victory. Now, they failed at the end of this turn. I haven't gone through the full wrap-up yet, but just wanted to share this. But they now have a 10 victory city lead. It is 20... They're on 22 to White's 12. So they netted it at plus 10 different victory point differential, and that brings the overall differential down to plus 4. It was on about plus 21, plus 22 at the start of this turn, so they've really swung it back hugely just within that one turn, killing those 2 white leaders, capturing those extra cities. It just swung rapidly back towards in the red favour. Way off in the distance, and I'll bring the camera around. So over in the west here, the Reds have captured Latvia. They are outside the gates of Estonia, very close to breaking down white resistance there. At the same time, the Poles have moved into Vilnius, so there's a bit of an exchange there of VCs. This is a VC city. I've just run out of red markers because they've captured so much, so I've had to use a supply marker just to quickly indicate that. So that is the end of turn 9. What else happened in the political phase? So of course Finland went red, Latvia went red, Latvia went white, Lithuania red, Magno remained neutral. It was actually leaning white influence, and then in the final wrap-up, it went neutral. So lucky for the Reds that Magno didn't go white, I guess. So the game is, I think, starting to wind down now. With the Reds rolling for victory, it probably won't go on for too long.